they were shorts. They were solid shorts. Then you expanded that into like actually some shockingly in-depth plots in China, Illinois. And now we're at like something ADHD well beyond what's happened in Super Deluxe. So how'd you guys make this transition from super scripted to like, I guess, super off script?
You say ADHD? Like, did you mean like attention deficit disorder?
Yeah, I mean like this. I mean, Harg Nallin and Sclopio Peepio is hyperactive.
Yeah, it's
to say the least.
Yeah, no. We were actually doing both shows at the same time. We were finishing China season 3 when we were starting Harg Nallin, and we thought we were going to be doing both shows. And the network decided they didn't want to do any more China, so we were like, all right.
But China's like done?
China is done.
Oh shit.
China's over.
She died.
it's totally,
oh man.
Yeah. It's sad, but things happen like that. So we just were able to focus more on this type of show, and it kind of felt good to just be able to think looser, like I did when I was working on the shorts for the internet. Let music kind of guide the way on a lot of the bits. I made like 75 songs for this show, we had music in China, but we felt like often we were kind of forcing it in because it was such a narrative-based show. So here it was like the rule was let the bits breathe, let the jokes work, and then get out as soon as we finish.
We were figuring it out too, because some of the shorts were longer as well. And so when we were starting the original Super Deluxe ones, there was like some bits like 4 or 5 minutes, and then we realized too, it's like better to leave people wanting more than to keep them them in it. We don't need to focus on as much of the story. It's characters and jokes. Like let's just create funny.
Also, I wouldn't say that it's not super scripted because it actually is. Like everything is very hyper scripted, and every word matters with Brad. Yeah. So like a lot of attention paid to the script. It's not narrative, but in that way that Brad is coming up with narrative ideas for China. Now it's more of a curatorial sort of like what works, how do we build the episode. So it's like the same sort of skill set, but applied with different.
Yeah, all the bits might seem random, but there's like a beginning, middle, and end to everything.
Yeah. Conceptually, it seems very stream of consciousness. So what's the writing process like?
We had a writer's room. I would start with just a big list of ideas, and we would talk about our favorites. And we had a writer's room. We'd take some of their ideas, and then I would just go and write scripts. And then once we realized kind of like what the nature of the show was really going to be, I would just crank bits there for a long time.
It'd be like 10 new scripts a day. Like, all right, this is happening now.
We made about 600, and then the show has about 300 in it, like in the first season. So we had a lot left over that are good. We just had overage.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned music is, you wrote about 75 songs for this. Does that affect the script at all? Do you write the songs to reflect what you've written, or is music more of the drive for you in the skits?
It goes back and forth. Sometimes I just write a song that has a melody and the lyrics aren't even there, and we figure out like, oh, that could be about beans and weenies or whatever, But sometimes it goes together where it's like I want to do a song about this. It should be like a funk song. Let's push those things together.
Okay.
But I mean, it's each bit has its own rules and own way of manifesting.
Now, have you ever written a song or been like driving around and like have sounds in your head and then say, hey, let's write a story that goes with this, has something creative on one side, spark creativity on the other side?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get an idea for a song. It doesn't end up being a song. It's like, oh, that'd be funnier if there was like a character who talked and we'd hint at these things, and vice versa. And then sometimes it's drawing based. Like we're talking, and I just do a drawing on a whiteboard, and we're like, that guy's funny. What do we do with him?
Yeah, what would he sound like? What would he say? What are the kinds of things we talk about?
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you ever had the most perfect song, the funniest joke, and you just totally forget it?
Never. I'm a steel fucking trap. Now that I have the fucking thing, there's no way you can forget anything. I mean, I'm annoying because I'll be like, can we stop having dinner for a second and I'll go like hum a few bars in the bathroom or whatever.
That's what they're calling it.
I'm humming a few bars in the bathroom.
You've been in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Comes out all
long
sweaty.
bars.
I don't think that. I mean, I don't know which is which. Cause
I'm Daniel.
Daniel.
Weidenfeld.
Dave Newberg, Brad Neely.
Okay. None of you look like what I am.
What did I look like in your head?
You, oddly enough, I was picturing
Julia. Bigger nose, horns.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't want to say it.
Clown skeleton. Rainbow sugar clown skeleton.
What did I look like? I need to know.
Well, oddly enough, I was thinking. I was thinking a little bit more
Stronger.
refined, a little bit older.
Oh.
Yes, a little finer quality.
sound
Now, you, I'm
disappointed.
thinking that you look like Pueblo for some reason. That's what I think of when I hear your name.
I let you down so much.
You were the older guy, baby. It's over.
Stupid.
Flipping tables.
Yeah,
What did he look
unrefined.
Dumb. Full of.
All right, thank you guys so much. He's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.